LiveNation ups and downs, TikTok ups and downs, and Mouth Trumpet for the win. Welcome to the Unlimited Supply Podcast, your daily music business TLDR in your ear, powered by a punishing amount of TikTok scrolling, and brought to you by Nodisk, helping music technology and finance companies navigate the music industry. It's Viral Wednesday, July 31st, 2024, and I'm Lars Murray in New York City. Before we get into what's contagious this week, it's earnings season, and yesterday LiveNation reported their Q2 earnings. LiveNation pulled off the feat of having both a record-setting quarter and at the same time disappointing investors by not hitting the consensus target. Not by much, mind you. And while the stock fell off by a few percentage points, I doubt they'll lose much sleep over this one. They've got much bigger challenges, legal ones. We can dive into the details a little more tomorrow on Touring Thursday. Deezer also had their earnings call yesterday, and it's looking like a pretty good week for Deezer overall. First half revenue was up 15% year over year. ARPU, or average revenue per user, was up, and they hit their targets in their march toward profitability. And a big promotion over at Cobalt. Congrats to my old friend and former Sony Music colleague, Bob Bruderman, who got a bump up from EVP of Global Digital Business to Chief Digital Officer. Bob's been there over a decade on a steady upward trajectory, so big congrats to you, Bob. Over in the Viralverse, the big TikTok up story of the week continues to be Kamala Harris's domination of the Viralverse, scooping up the youngs with a somewhat unexpected and also somewhat organic and also very positive viral explosion, mostly on TikTok. All U.S. politicians are walking a thin line with TikTok, given the forced sale legislation and legitimate national security concerns, but anybody who can stay ahead of the algorithm should probably be making political hay on TikTok while the sun shines. The big TikTok down story of the week is food poisoning. TikTok also made noise with a rather massive outbreak of food poisoning at its Singapore HQ. 17 ambulances were required, 57 people got sick, and they're still not quite sure why yet. And in another TikTok ByteDance story, Bloomberg is reporting that Capcut software, used by so many people to create TikTok videos and owned by parent ByteDance, is starting to cut into Adobe and Canva's creative tool business. The speed of change in this sector is mind-boggling, and it's being accelerated by AI on a daily basis. Capcut, being primarily a phone app, puts it in a slightly different position than Canva and Adobe Suite, and may provide a bit of a generational break in the creative suite market. Capcut is pretty much a required skill for any aspiring content creators. I guess I'm going to have to add it to my LinkedIn. When I've mastered it, that is. Over on the charts, let's see what is contagious this week. On the Billboard TikTok 50, well, Tommy Richmond finally lost his top spot, but money is still on the minds of the Ute. Champagne Coast from all the way back in 2011 and Blood Orange's Coastal Grooves record takes the top slot. Multiple trends have highlighted the upsurge of Champagne Coast. One features creators uploading videos to the prompt, "Did we get rich?" or "Did we hit the lottery?" in response to their younger self. And there's another confusing one that involves looking into a prospective lover's eyes. The top new entry is X-Slide Ultra Slow by 2KE and 808 Julie. It's a basic TikTok banger fit for many occasions, but really done up by user @DonDada, who's tracked up hundreds of thousands of views across multiple templated videos. Clairo scores a big win for folks who can't actually play an instrument, as her song Juna enters the chart at number 9. The song features a mouth trumpet segment that folks have picked up on, at the risk of sounding a little bit like a cut-rate Burt Bacharach session musician. It sounds a little like this. I wonder if Clairo has ever heard of the Mills Brothers. Not sure this is a viral for the olds, but it sure is hard to resist. This week's real viral for the olds is another throwback, Meryl Streep and Amanda Seyfried's cover of ABBA's Slipping Through My Fingers from the original Mamma Mia movie from 2008. Seems a little random, given that many of the song's TikTok videos are from 2021, and the song really never goes away from TikTok. Maybe it's because it's wedding season? Anyway, if you search this on TikTok, get out your hankies. Over on the Spotify US Viral 50, Big Dogs by the Indian rapper Hanumankind debuts at number 1, fueled by reaction videos and car stunt videos inspired by the song's Motorcycle Wall of Death stunt music video. It's not rare to see an Indian artist atop the Spotify viral charts globally. It's a little rarer to see one with so much TikTok action, given that TikTok doesn't operate in India. I'm not going to talk about the song debuting at number 2. You can look it up yourself. And that's another Viral Wednesday. Support for the Unlimited Supply podcast is provided by Royfi, which helps independent artists invest in their careers and hold on to their master and publishing rights. Drop us a rating and a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts if you like what you hear, and tell a friend or 3. All links are in the show notes, but you can hit me directly on LinkedIn to tell us what you think about the show, to feed us info, to feed us lunch, to challenge us on our dubious assertions, and to tell us what we're missing out on. I'm Lars Murray, and remember, in this business, no conflict usually means no interest. It's Touring Thursday tomorrow. See you then.